Now, let's talk more about this cyber attack. And for that, we are joined tonight from Washington by Keith Epstein. He is an investigative reporter for Business Week, whose specialty is cybersecurity. Keith, good to have you back.
Good to be here.
How can we be sure that the North Koreans are the ones behind these cyber attacks?
Well, we can't know for sure, at least not from the evidence so far presented that we have. The South Koreans, of course, blame Pyongyang. The South Koreans blame Pyongyang for a lot of things, so we'll need to see some evidence.
And how concerned should we be that some of the websites that were hit, I understand, include the U.S. Treasury Department, the Secret Service, Federal Trade Commission, and the Transportation Department? They were all down at least one time or another during the July 4th holiday weekend.
The truth is, Martin, not very. These attacks appear to have been, barring some presentation of new evidence, the old-style pranksterish so-called denial of service attacks, in which the perpetrators, usually hackers, often in the past teenagers, target certain systems and flood these sites with so much traffic that the sites can't temporarily function.
So this wasn't, say, trying to interfere with the Department of Transportation, maybe trying to harm air traffic in some way?
No, I mean, and that's the kind of thing that really worries security experts. Computer security experts are worried about interference with systems, command and control systems, with financial data, with the actual functioning or secrets that a company or a government might have.
Well, you mentioned financial data. There were, I understand, some prominent financial sites that were struck. Which ones, I'd like to know. And also, what would be the consequences possibly of those attacks?
According to the Associated Press and some other reports, NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange were among the sites that were targets of attacks. But again, most businesses and many government agencies have grown pretty adept over the years at being able to fend these things off and basically shut down traffic from what they detect rather quickly is a bad neighborhood in effect.
Could this be some sort of precursor that someone is testing and may come back with a more devastating kind of cyber strike?
Well, the thing that really worries cybersecurity professionals is on an entirely different level. Requiring, the Obama administration, for instance, right now is working on a cybersecurity initiative that involves the National Security Agency. It involves AT&T testing of a sophisticated system called Einstein, a way of monitoring traffic internationally and what comes into your country and trying to detect early what's happening, whether somebody's trying to pull something out again or run your system and affect the operations within your society.
Keith Epstein, we've got to leave it there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin.